Oh my goodness gracious. Is it really October the 25th, 2023? Oh, yes, it is. And am I back in Calgary? Oh, yes, I am. And is there snow outside? Oh, yes, there is. Here in Calgary, they got hit with like a foot of snow a few days ago. At least it seems like a foot of snow. White everywhere, all over the grass and parks and park benches and slush everywhere. What a bloody mess I came home to. What can I say? Jen and I are alive and well. We have returned from our vacation from Europe, and we got back here yesterday. And oh, lordy Lou, the plane was coming down, and we went from 38,000 cruising altitude from New Jersey all the way here, and it wasn't until we got to about 8,000 feet that we finally saw the ground. It was all white. Oh, it was ugly, and yeah, it took a little longer than usual to get back here to our place from the airport, but we have arrived safe and sound. We're okay, but oh gee, the early winter storm hit here a few days ago, and this town is still talking about it. What can I say? You want to get winter tires right now? Get in line. You got to wait a month to get into a tire shop now because they're just booked right up. It happens every year anyway, but this year even more pronounced. Hopefully, cross our fingers, by the end of the weekend, we might be back into the mid to high 40s and low 50s, and we'll melt off most of this stuff because usually we really don't get snow that lasts through the winter until more like the latter part of November. And we've gone into December without snow. I mean, we can get these, what they call Chinooks around here, but oh boy, we got an early taste. You know what? It's dust free. We'll take that. We'll go with that. All right. Thank you all for popping in here to see me today. It's been a while since we've been here at our home base. Just want to say right off the bat, thank you to all of you who stuck with this channel while Jennifer and I went on our vacation. We tried to do as many shows as we could from the road. We left Calgary August the 22nd, I think it was. Here it is, October 25th, 2 months later. And oh, what a difference. When we left, it was in the 70s and 80s around here. Now it's snow. We went to Europe, got to London. Beautiful weather in the UK for the most part. And then we did Germany and Denmark and Sweden. We did Austria, Israel. We popped in and popped out. Switzerland, of course, and ended in Munich. And we were very, very fortunate with the weather we had for the entire trip. We ended our journey from Munich to New York. We landed in JFK, took an Uber from JFK to New Jersey to our hotel in Secaucus, $164 for an Uber from JFK to Secaucus, 1 hour, 40 minutes, worth every penny. The driver was fantastic. The drive was great, and it was like a hop on, hop off bus without getting off the bus. We were in a vehicle, and we got to see, oh, there's Yankee Stadium over there. There's Citi Field over there in Queens. That's where the U.S. Open is played. Oh, there's the LaGuardia Airport, all shiny and new, beautiful looking airport now. Kennedy under major renovation, by the way. Coming across the Tri-Boroughs Bridge area, and then through Manhattan, and then over the George Washington Bridge, and looking at the Hudson River where Scully landed the plane. Great tour. Ended up in our hotel, and the best part about the Uber experience was we loaded our 4 bags, our 2 big trunks and 2 small, into the back of the vehicle, hopped in the vehicle, and when we got to the hotel, we just took them out and rolled them into the lobby, and that was easy. When you get to be this age, you don't want to be schlepping from train to subway to bus to whatever to hopscotch your way across Long Island through New York to get to Jersey. No, just pay the money. Just shut up. and pay the money, get an Uber driver who knows where they're doing and where they're going, and relax. And all I had to do was look out the window at stuff, and I didn't have to worry about looking at traffic and speedometers and speed traps and merging and all that crap. What can I say? Loved it. We had our meet and greet in Secaucus, New Jersey, Saturday with a gang. A whole bunch of you showed up as promised, and the folks at the Outback Steakhouse in Secaucus, I cannot thank them enough for their fantastic service. We ended up with basically I'll call it a party room, but that's not the right way to say it. But they have their main restaurant area, they had a seating area, the bar area, and then they had this room off to the back that is perfect for functions, and it worked out to a T. The room was much larger than we needed, and there was no charge to use it. They put us up in there. And the service was fantastic. The manager came by to say hi and was thrilled we were there, and told us, you guys can stay 5 hours if you want. But we ended up with about a 2.5, 3 hour get together. It was fantastic. A lot of selfies were taking, a lot of emails were exchanged between viewers, and we had a wonderful time, had some good food, and it was great to see everyone come out, and we enjoyed it very much. And it was very interesting to watch viewers. This is from my angle now, as the host of this channel and the creator of this channel. It was so interesting to watch my viewers interact with each other. Some of them knew each other very well. They've already been texting. They email each other. A number of them do one-on-one Skype type calls and face-to-face phone calls. Alberto came in. He was in for about an hour or so, and he contacted Beach Boy and had Beach Boy on the phone and was showing everybody, here's Beach Boy. So Beach Boy could sort of see us milling about a little bit. It was great. It was really great. So the interaction between viewers is fantastic to see. But the other thing that was interesting to see was how they were comparing notes with each other, and talking about what kind of trading they're doing, and pointing at me going, well, because of him, I started doing that. And because of his classes, I then started doing this. And because of this. And so I'm constantly being referred to as they're talking to each other. And this isn't in front of me. This isn't trying to impress me. They're not trying to show off, how this is just them casually chatting with each other. And Jen was in the room, and she was milling about with everybody, and also finding out from them how they were doing, and thanking us very much for doing what we do. It was terrific, really great. The one common theme that would come back again and again and again was how the classes make such a difference, and the community of the viewers, these folks right here, the folks who have become kind of a family here, an extended family. A lot of moral support, a lot of advisory ideas, a lot of sharing of thoughts. But the class, it comes back to the fact that 16 classes are now on my website. And these folks that showed up in Secaucus, there's a couple of common themes with these people. One, they really love the channel. They really enjoy being with each other, but they're making money. It's as simple as that. They're making money in this market. No matter what this market does, goes up, goes down, it doesn't matter. These folks have found a way through my lessons and being here every day and being with each other. They have found a way that they're winning. They're winning in this market, and the market is losing. Many participants in the market are losing, and these folks are winning. And they cannot understand. Many of the viewers who came out cannot understand, why doesn't this channel have 10,000 people watching Bruce live every day, listening to this guy talk about what we're doing? They can't figure it out. They're just kind of going. But then we all ask, and I asked the question to many of them individually, and then when we were all sitting down together, I asked the question, well, how many of you have tried to talk to a relative, a friend, a coworker, a cousin, to tell them to be an option writer. And how many of you been successful in doing that? They all look at me the same way you folks react to me almost every time I do it. Next to impossible, very difficult to get others to join in, because when you try to explain what it is you do, the person looks back at you like you're talking gibberish. They don't understand a word you're saying, and they believe that what you're doing is so complicated, it's so complex, and is so technical that they will never be able to do it. And in the end of the day, the funny thing is, if everyone did what you guys are doing, it wouldn't work. you wouldn't make money, because if everyone became an option writer all at the same time, and everyone tried to sell options and then buy them back for a lower price, there would be no options market. There have to be buyers for options who believe that they're going up in value, to be sellers, for there to be sellers who believe that through shrinkage, there's going to be a price reduction. It doesn't matter if the stock doesn't go down or the index doesn't go down. Shrinkage alone will make you money. And as long as there are people who are hoping and wishing and dreaming and thinking and wondering that the upside will be unlimited and be spectacular, and are willing to gamble on a long shot bet that an option contract will appreciate despite all the pressures against it, as long as there are enough of those folks, the writers will be able to write and do very well. And I can tell you that every institutional trader out there, every hedge fund, every pension fund, mutual fund, ETF, insurance company, banks, all of the players in the commodities business, the commodities players in grains and soybeans, pork bellies, orange juice, all of the currency traders out there, the bond traders out there. There are gazillions of ways that you can be an option writer to sell a product, a gambling product, a lottery ticket, to an option buyer. And you guys are part of it. You're just part of these guys. You're part of this gang of institutional people who bring in trillions of dollars a year of premiums and shift their portfolios over and over and over again. The rollover game, it has been perfected by the institutional investors out there. And many of you who watch me now are beginning to figure out that I am beginning to be a rollover specialist. I go from contract to contract, taking advantage of shrinkage here and here and here and here, and I'm doing it all the time. I get out of one set of contracts that I wrote up here and bought back here to create and sell another batch of contracts for this level to buy back down here, just going forward in time. And you guys have, those of you who have bought in to the idea of becoming rollover specialists and shrinkage investors, are truly, truly winning. And around the table in Secaucus, New Jersey, Jen and I are looking at a whole bunch of folks who, because of my channel, have become option writers. And every one of the folks around the table are sitting there like this. They're now becoming specialists at doing this. They write their contract, fold their arms, watch them depreciate in value, and they buy them back for a lot less money. And they keep the change. And in some cases, they started off with 1, 2, 3 contracts at a time, very, very conservatively. They were very nervous about it. And over the weeks and months, and as each class came out, class number 10, 11, 12, 13, as I released each class, more confidence, more trading. And today, there are viewers of this channel around the world who are writing gobs of contracts and are taking advantage of shrinkage. And the neat thing is, you don't have to be correct as to which direction the market is going to go. It doesn't really matter. And that is the thing that every one of your friends and relatives and coworkers don't get. They can't get over it. They can't get through this blockage in their mind that you can make money even if the market goes down or doesn't even move, you still make money. And this is how so many of you over the years have thought to yourselves, why is it that banks make money whether I do well or not as a bank customer? Why is it that the insurance company makes money whether there's a disaster or no disaster? Why is it that these hedge funds operate around the world? And I see on the internet and in many areas, I see the richest people in the world are always in private jets, beautiful yachts, staying in $10,000 a night presidential suites, can drop $100,000 a night in Vegas, and it doesn't matter to them because they are always, always making money, and they're making money no matter what the economy does. And it's a select few that do it because, again, we're talking about the lifestyle of the one percenters out there. And I'm trying to get you closer to the one percenters to work their habits. And it's legal, it's not illegal, it's legit. And you can do it in a conservative way. There are one percenters out there who bend the rules, who are very aggressive in how they do business and strong arm their way into whatever they're going to do. But there are a vast majority of the top 1%, top 1/10 of 1%, a vast majority of those folks. And there are many of them. Remember, 1% of millions and millions and millions of hundreds of millions of people is still a lot of people. These folks make money very conservatively and very consistently, and they're very disciplined about it. And many of you have figured out that, I got to listen to this old man with his balding head here because he is patiently telling us to keep doing the same thing all the time. It might sound boring to some of you who are action oriented and want to really get going. But for those of you who want to succeed over time, you have to do the same thing over and over and over again. And it's studying and learning and observing the markets and picking your spots as a sniper to pick off your victims one by one. And you make money time and time and time again. And there is no shortage of gamblers to take the money from. That's the really great news. The one thing about the stock market that is growing is option activity. Then the amount of options that are being traded by retail investors and other institutions is reaching higher and higher levels all the time. And as interest rates stay up and will keep going higher, and inflation is stubborn, and economies are shaky, and the world events are the world events, there will be gazillions of gamblers out there who are prepared to take a chance with $1,000, $5,000, 10,000, 20, 50, 100, a million to take gambles on options. And it's trillions of dollars every week that are turning over, not billions, trillions. And I'm trying to just help you find your little piece of the action that makes the difference to your life. And whether that is a couple of $1,000 a month, $4,000, $5,000 a month, $8,000, $10,000 a month, $15,000, $20,000 a month, $20,000 to $30,000 a month, $30,000 to $50,000 a month, whatever the number is, however high the number is, doesn't matter. You have to find your niche, your comfort zone, where you're going to take X amount off the street, off the market, into your household for your bills. And this is why the very, very rich are trying to make millions of dollars a month to maintain their high-end lifestyles of multiple residences, a couple of corporate jets, perhaps a yacht or two, and a fabulous flamboyant lifestyle. Those of you living in suburbia who are just trying to make a go of it, get your kids through college and survive the empty nest years, you're just trying to make 50 to 100 thou a year. If you can make a couple hundred thou a year instead of making 60 thou a year, you make 260 thou a year. There's a difference in your lifestyle. Your difference in lifestyle from 100,000 a year to 400,000 a year, profound. Your difference in lifestyle from 150 a year to 500,000 a year, profound. If I can help you get you to another stage, and from that stage you go to yet another stage, I've done my job. And so welcome all to the party, everybody. It's great to have you here. Now, Beach Boy has a very important question here. A serious question, Uncle Bruce. Which is better, lemon pie you had here in Tel Aviv, or a Flint Creek Soap Company's grape pie? You got to be honest. And I can tell you that the folks in Jersey, we did have Flint Creek bring pie with her, which is great. Free soap for everybody and pie. And we did order some desserts from Outback. A few of the folks did, but I got to tell you, both of these pies were pretty dang good. And I had a nibble of the lemon pie in Tel Aviv. It was fabulous. But I also happened to have some other dessert in Tel Aviv on top of that, and I left each night with Beach Boy pretty stuffed. Jen and I were not hungry for days after leaving Tel Aviv. I'll tell you that right now. But boy, we had a good time with all of it. Thanks again to Flint Creek Soap Company for coming out, and thanks again to everyone who showed up in Jersey. Some of you folks couldn't make it. It's quite understandable. We were really in a rain fest for the 2 days prior to the event. And then during the actual get together, it got windy, but started to dry out. And the day after, it was sunny finally. We had some real wet weather in New Jersey, and that may have held some folks back. But folks flew in, some folks drove in. It was great to see everyone coming out, and we did have a really, really good time. I look forward to doing another meet and greet in the not too distant future. Hopefully we'll try to put another one together, perhaps in the South, in California this winter. We'll see how all that works out. Thank you for joining us today, Lame Duck, Richard, Carlin, Lorraine, Robert. How you doing there, buddy? JR, of course. Thank you, buddy. Mandu number 5, Dean. Karen is here. Comical, thank you. Chase Rosita, thank you for being here. Good morning, Flint Creek. Alex, good morning. Wing Commander AJ, Stephen Butler, welcome back. Music for welcome back, Connor is playing in the background. Beach Boy, how you doing, buddy? Larry Titus, good morning. Nice to see you here. Deep Value is here. Welcome all. Farmerless is saying we're supposed to get a cold snap here in Oklahoma next week. Not going to enjoy single-digit wind chills with no snow to play in. Yikes. JR, good morning, Larry. Nice to meet you in Secaucus. Bobby, welcome back home, buddy. Yes, sir. We're back. Beach Boy. Where were the pies? How were those pies? Thank you, everybody, for being around here. Everyone's talking about the pies and everything else. BZ is here. Number 45. Great meeting everybody in Secaucus Saturday. Comment more so people remember me. Right on, BZ. It was great meeting you, pal. Fantastic. Thank you all for popping through here. It was wonderful. Flint, BZ is saying, Flint, the soap makes my entire bathroom smell great. I love that stuff. Flint is happy. Spicy Android is here. Not a Lurker is here. Number 55. Good morning. Hello, Beach Boy. Hello, everybody. Good morning, Alberto. I'm here. We can begin. Good morning, Bagel Familia. There's a photo of Alberto and I in New Jersey. He got the avatar up. Beautiful stuff, you guys. Beach Boy, hey, not a Lurker. Yep, Alberto was right. It's legal now. Giddy up. Who else is here? Double D is here. Good morning, everyone, to the show. A lot of folks talking to each other, which is beautiful. Waverly is here. I'm glad you had a good time. Charlie C. Uncle Bruce, I understand that you were against writing options at this level on SoFi. Historically, it took a sharp dive after good earnings. Would you still stand by that position? Yeah, right now, I don't want to write any options on SoFi because it hasn't moved yet. I'm waiting for this to get going. Waverly, by the way, thank you for thumbs up 62. All of you guys hitting that thumbs up button. Thank you very, very much. We open in about, 35 minutes or so. If I've got my timing right. I'm so discombobulated with time zones. 2 hours different from Jersey, 6 hours from Europe, 7 hours from Tel Aviv. Oh my gosh, Jen and I are just trying to get back to normal. Thank you all. Um, JR, I'd like to post our group shot from Secaucus in Discord. Any objections from the participants? As long as it hasn't got anti-Jen in it, Jen won't mind, but it's a question of everybody else. That is the key. Flint Creek says, Uncle Bruce took exceptional care of us. And Waverly, I bought my covered calls on SoFi back last week. Bad move, as it turns out, says Waverly. And Flint says, I hope photograph horribly. Just a warning, go for it. There you go. Yeah, it was a great time. I leave the release of photos to you guys to do as you wish. But it was a really a neat experience, as it was in California. Going to be 2 years this December ago. It's just great when viewers meet viewers. It really is a neat thing because now you have these new relationships being created, and it's wonderful. Okay, Back to Work says, not a lurker. I'm going to watch on the rerun. BZ, what's up, not a lurker from BZ. Great to see everybody. We had a really, really good time and really neat discussions. We covered a lot of ground. We talked about a lot of the stocks we follow, and we have our frustrations and our wins, our losses, our upside, our downside, our pluses and minuses. But all in all, boy, it was just fantastic getting everyone together and really compare some notes and just relax. And the folks at Outback took good care of us. There were always colas and waters and beers and whatever around if you needed one, and lots of nibbles from appetizers, and they got the bloomin' onions going. We had chicken wings going. Then we ordered food. It was fabulous. Everybody had a good time. Alberto, I shared my stuck in traffic event on Discord before Uncle Bruce being stuck in traffic was horrible. After Uncle Bruce stuck in traffic, I was able to sell covered calls on Tesla and made some dinero. Thanks, Uncle B. Right on, buddy. Way to go. A lot of lurkers laughing. Flint Creek, Alberto. Way to go, buddy. It was crazy. We're going to see how things go. Today, I did another trade tip for Gold Bagel members of this channel. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, you're missing out on a bunch of stuff. You're missing out on a daily trade tip that I will do every time I'm live. You're missing out on the pre-show of this show every day that I'm on here. You're missing out on Wednesday night sessions. I'm going to take this Wednesday off. I will not do a live session this Wednesday night. It'll be next Wednesday when I, again, restart Gold Bagel live shows Wednesday evenings. I got to catch up on some sleep here. But thank you all for being part of this channel. You Gold Bagel members are phenomenal. You're such supporters of this channel. It's my way. I'm trying to find ways to support you. If you become a member of this channel as a Gold Bagel level member, you're paying me, or you're paying YouTube $25 a month. Of that, I get $17.50. 30% goes to YouTube and 70% comes to us. And that donation that comes in every month from a number of you helps Jen and I immensely with our bills. It keeps this channel going. This channel does not survive from advertising revenue from YouTube. I can assure you of that. And as a way to thank you back by you throwing $25 a month at YouTube to be part of this Gold Bagel Club, these daily trading tips are one way of trying to help you more than cover the cost of this. And it's definitely true in Secaucus when we got together. Everyone around that table, one of the gang said, "Are we all Gold Bagel members?" Everyone looked around and went, "Are we all Gold Bagel members?" And I think so. I think almost everybody there was a Gold Bagel member. And they all looked and, well, yeah, no kidding. You can't not be a Gold Bagel level member of this channel if you really want to make some serious money. You can make money being a regular member of this channel. Yes, you can be a winner hanging around as a lurker and just following these comments and being here during the week. Sure. But if you really want to make money in this market, you got to take the classes that we've put together to help you with all the terminology, the psychology of this market, how these options really work. You cannot just be satisfied to watch other YouTubers talk about option trading and then think you know it all. Everyone out there does great work. I mean, there are a lot of really good channels talking about the markets, talking about option writing, talking about credit spreads, all kinds of neat stuff. And everybody has their strengths. My channel, we have our strengths, we have our weaknesses. I don't have a lot of fancy charts for you, fancy background stuff going on. It's just me yapping. And a lot of people only listen to my voice. They don't look at my screen. But if you're a class participant, if you're taking any of the 16 classes we put out on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca is where you go for that. There it is right there. You've got a leg up. You're going to give yourself a serious leg up. And in this business, I'm telling you right now, there are probably 100 million people out there investing at all times. There could be 10 million at any time trying to play options. There probably are hundreds of thousands of option writers out there. And you've got to be better than half of them across the board. You have to be better than half of the 100 million. You have to be smarter. You have to know more about option psychology and movement than all the option players. And you certainly have to be in the top 50% of option writers. And if you're taking any of these classes from this website, you're giving yourself a decent chance to give yourself a leg up on everyone else. There is my homepage right there, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That's what it looks like. Head over there and hit the button that says classes, and you'll come to this section right here. And once you're in here, you just scroll down the page, and there they are. The classes will pop up in front of you. Start at class number 1. If you're serious, and I mean you really want to make money in this business, you're going to start at class number 1. You're not going to start at class number 7. You're not going to start at class number 21 or number 1. Class number 1 is where you start. If you want to be a college student and succeed in college, you become a freshman and you start with your first classes. Take a class a week. Take 2 classes a week, whatever you can handle, whatever's comfortable for you. You can rewatch them anytime you want, but start picking up the classes. These are going to run you 1 hour and 3/4, 2 hours each. So they're going to take a while. If you're serious, you're going to do it. And if you take these classes one by one, here's number 2 and number 3, number 3, number 4, number 4, number 5, 5, 6. Here they go. They're coming along. They're $150 each. And it's chump change. This is chump change to learn how this business works. I have seen others out there trying to show off classes where courses on how to become an option trader or how to become a day trader, how to become a successful investor. And I have seen prices where there are folks charging, thousands of dollars for classes. I mean, they are charging for a course $3, $5, $8, $10,000 for courses on how to become a day trader, how to become a successful stock picker, and on it goes. These classes are $150 each. And the reason that they're only $150 each with 16 of them is, right now, if you take them all, it'll cost you $2,400. But you know what? If you find that this isn't for you, you've watched class 1, 2, 3, and it just isn't working for you, you're only $450 in to the entire course, and you didn't drop 10 grand and only got $500 out of it. You put in $450. You watched a few classes. Hopefully, you've learned more than enough on the first one. I have yet to hear people tell me it doesn't work. If you put your dollars on the table and take these classes, I am convinced you are going to be way more knowledgeable than you ever were before about the markets. You're going to understand the terminology we talk about here all the time with options. And I have a suspicion that after a few lessons down the road, you're going to start writing options. You're going to go, I'm in. I'm going to try this. And you're going to hang out with these kids over here. You're going to become a member of this channel, which is your ultimate move. And you're going to start hanging out with these kids here, and you're going to learn just how profitable it really is to be an option writer. And I tell you right now, I'm so thrilled that so many of you have written to me privately. You're letting us know, Jen and I know how you're doing on your option programs. It's different for each and every one of you. That's the other best part about this. There are option writing strategies that work for some of you, not for others of you. Some of you are purely covered call writers. Some of you only want to do poor man covered calls. Some of you love cash secured puts. And then there are the credit spread people who love iron condors, put spreads, call spreads. Each way of playing this market appeals to certain people in a certain way. And I'm doing the best I can to bring as many of you into this journey to get you on the road to profits. And it is wonderful to when we do meet you in person, and or we hear from you privately, or we do one-on-ones where you contact me and say, Bruce, I want to hire you for an hour of time alone, privately. I want to talk to you about my situation, my wife and I, our family, our scenario, what we have going on. I want your guidance on where we're at. It's wonderful to get together with you to help you along the road to profitability, because this market takes no prisoners. It doesn't care whether you're making money or not. It doesn't care whether you're happy or not. It doesn't care whether you follow one stock or another. It moves in its own way, and you've got to be on top of the game to take your pound of flesh, because there are professionals out there who want to take money out of your pocket, and you better add some bullets to your chamber to protect yourself in this marketplace. And these classes are a great way to start, along with hanging out with these guys right here. So again, thank you all. I cannot thank you all enough. Thank you. Mandu, it was such a pleasure meeting everyone. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for a great time. Alberto saying to Flint Creek, I love you. Whiskey all around, says Flint. Not a lurker anymore. Uncle Bruce, say hello to Auntie Jen for me. You got it. Farma, so I have pictured Jen as being like 6'8" since she lords over Uncle Bruce. Can anyone confirm that she is significantly taller? It helps the illusion. Luca, ciao everybody from London. Good to see you on the air, Uncle Bruce. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you here too. JR, yes, Jen is formidable. DA true to number 68, Touchgrass, thumbs ups. BW member for 31 months. Brian, how you doing there? No snow here, but landed back home last night in an absolute downpour. At least no snow. Had a blast, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Thanks for changing my life's trajectory. Thank you, Brian, very much. I think it was Brian who told me to told Jen and I you were talking about on the air last week and the week before, you were talking about having a hankering for a good old pastrami sandwich, a corned beef on rye, and we got recommended to go to Carnegie Deli, which is 1.5 blocks away from the hotel we were in Secaucus, and we went over there, and it was fabulous. This Carnegie Deli has 2 locations in Manhattan, near Broadway, Times Square, and a third in Secaucus, New Jersey, of all places. And we met the manager there, and he is now a subscriber of this channel. He found out what I'm doing. He immediately looked it up on his phone, subscribed to the channel instantly, and so did a bunch of his staff. It was just fantastic. So greetings to anyone out there in Secaucus, New Jersey, through the folks at Outback Steakhouse, at Carnegie Deli, and everywhere else. It was a great time, and we enjoyed ourselves immensely. Thank you all so much for your support, all of you. Like I said, we cannot thank you enough. We have 71 and counting thumbs ups coming in here. We're on the air right now, and we're opening this market in 21 minutes. Thank you guys so much for popping in. Hit the thumbs up button. Get us to 100 before the market opens up today. We would appreciate it. It's absolutely fabulous that you're all with us today. All righty, kids. We are looking at a 44-point gain on the Dow right now. We're down 17 on S&P. We're down 100 on NASDAQ. We've got We've got earnings results coming out now every day here. The banks were out last week or so. Now the Magnificent Seven are coming out, and everyone else with their results. We are definitely getting interesting numbers being released. We have SoFi releasing their numbers in 5 days. Monday coming up, SoFi will release their numbers for their last quarter, and we're eagerly waiting the number. SoFi shares have not yet taken off. It is unbelievable. They're still sitting in the 720, 750 neighborhood. To me, I'm just a believer, and a believer. I will not shake. You cannot shake me off the belief that SoFi is going to go significantly higher. It's only a matter of time. I don't know how much time. I don't know why they're not higher now, but I don't control the market. I just comment on it. GameStop, I will tell you, there's something brewing. We were down to $12.90 a couple of days ago. We're at $14.09 here. We went up 60 cents yesterday. I don't know why, but it did. It's a little higher in the pre-market this morning, 5 cents higher. Something's brewing there. On Apple, 172.10 down 134. Goldman down 30 cents right now at 299.48. Cisco Systems was up 81 cents yesterday. It's down 18 this morning. Tesla was up 4.44 yesterday to 216 a share. It's right now at 215.76. We may have bottomed on Tesla. ARC Innovations was up $1.06 yesterday. It's up 32 cents this morning. Microsoft having a run, was up 121 yesterday to 130 to 330 yesterday, 330.53. It's now 345.81, up $15 a share. So rollovers on condors might be done on Microsoft. Pfizer down 41 cents yesterday. It's up a dime this morning at 30.53. HPQ 26.10 down 6 cents. Google down was up 222 yesterday, down 8.44 this morning, and they beat their numbers, matched their numbers at least. Stock is under pressure. I think it's a bargain, but what can I tell you? Condors are easy money on Google. Amazon 126.84 down 172, was up $2 yesterday. NVIDIA up 680 yesterday, down 340 right now at 433. Unity was up $1 yesterday, $1.09, down 19 right now. AI up 190 yesterday to 26.46. We're up 26.18, down 29 cents. We're just hanging around $25 a share now. Adobe down 85 cents yesterday, down 7.39 right now at 5.32. We have Netflix up 38 cents right now. It was up 6.80 yesterday. We're at 4.14 a share on Netflix. The spiders are down 1.40. The triple Qs are down 2.12. And that's where we're at right now. Watching earnings come through. Another thing that is being talked about right now more and more is how interest rates are staying higher for longer. And one of the effects of that policy showed up when Google announced their results. Inside their financial results, I guess last night, they mentioned that they've earned $1 billion in interest on the cash balance they're sitting on. $1 billion in interest so far is what they have made on their money. That means they've got over $20 billion in cash. We know Apple is sitting on 140 billion in cash. Apple is hauling in probably $7 billion a year right now in interest income, $600 million a month, $150 million a week, more than $20 million a day. Apple is generating more than $20 million a day in interest into its bank account from high interest rates. GameStop, on the other end, they're not sitting on 120 billion. They're sitting on 1.2. Last I heard, at 5% interest, which is what a 10-year will pretty well get you. That's $60 million a year. That is $60 million a year in interest for GameStop of profits. It cost GameStop nothing to make $60 million a year on the money they're sitting on. There are analysts out there calling for GameStop to lose $100 million. They, for the last 9 months, for the last 3 quarters, they released their financials. They've lost $2 million. and they're making $60 million a year on their money. Wait for this next quarter to come out. We're finally going to get a year's worth of results here. I think GameStop's making money. I think the company has cut their expenses so much to the bone, and this interest income is coming in. Their stores that they've kept are money-making stores. They dumped all their losing stores, still dropping losing money stores. These guys are going to make money. It could be that GameStop next year makes more than $100 million in profit. As a retailer, think about that. This is supposed to be a company going by the way of the dodo bird, and it's not happening. Is that why the shares are moving up into the 14 range all of a sudden? Is this realization happening elsewhere? I can't answer that question. SoFi, my goodness. I think SoFi is, I think they're profitable right now. I think they are. And next year, I can see SoFi just making a pile of cash. Why do I say that? Because even though SoFi pays 4% interest, 4.25%, 4.5% interest to savers, which other banks don't pay, by the way, if you haven't got an account at SoFi, what's wrong with you? Savers and checking account holders are making all kinds of money off of SoFi from interest payments. But SoFi is turning right around with all those deposits they're sitting on, which is what, over 15 billion now? I don't even know the number. It's climbing almost $1 billion a month. Their deposit base is growing dramatically. They're lending money out for more than 4%. That's the thing people forget and don't talk about. If you borrow money from SoFi, you can't borrow money for 4%. You got to pay more than that. The spread between what they pay and what they're getting is much higher today than it was a year ago or 2 years ago. SoFi has got themselves a nice little thing going on here. They're not going to the bond market to raise money. SoFi doesn't need to go to Wall Street and say, hey, we'd like to get $3 billion fast cash to pop up our deposits. SoFi has deposits coming in naturally from all these new accounts they're opening up, and all of these accounts that they've opened in the last 2 years. More money is coming in from those people as they transfer funds into SoFi from their other institutions. Look, if you're getting 1.5%, 2% interest on your money at Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, or wherever you do your banking, any credit union around your town, why wouldn't you move it to SoFi electronically and bring in 4 to 4.5% on your money? That to me just makes sense. And I think a lot of folks are doing this, and a lot of new cash keeps building in the SoFi universe, allowing SoFi to just expand their loan portfolio. Student loans used to be a huge percentage of SoFi's business. Now it's a minority. It's a sliver of their overall business. And yet student loans are starting to pick up. So I'm optimistic on SoFi. Definitely optimistic on SoFi. Thank you all for being here. Chase, Rosita Parker is here. D.H. Ruda, Great Uncle Bruce just shut down Carnegie Deli. Waverly, I get the feeling the preemptive anti-SoFi store campaign is in full effect. Few downgrades and a new neutral with a target of 7. Dan Randall, thoughts on BKKT, saying they have been preparing for BTC to be the one global currency. Don't follow these guys. Samsonite, Google nearly 100 billion in cash. There's huge money coming in there. Much more, but there'll be much more coming in. Samsonite, all that cash is depreciating greatly. They need to put it to work, acquisitions, buybacks, or raise the dividend. Beach Point, Dan, why don't you have SBF answer that? Why don't you have him answer that? Inflation 4%. Real inflation we know is closer to 7%. They're losing money. Coffee Kids Trading, 73rd thumbs up. Number 37, Rocco. That's so awesome. GameStop will be the one to rule them all. Waverly Beachboy, I'm laughing. SoFi is giving me 4.6 on my cash, and that ain't bad, says Cameron. Hi, Pro Cam. Samsonite, they will need to show they generate profit by selling goods and services, not on interest balance. Yeah, but you know what? You take the money in the meantime. You might as well take the dough. Constantly, good morning, everybody. Thumbs up, 77. Thank you, Uncle B. Yeah, I mean, you're sitting on 100 billion in cash. What should you do with it? Not take interest on it? You take the interest on it. A year ago, they had 100 billion. They were getting what, 1% on it? 2 years ago, what were they getting on it? 0.25 point? 3/4 of a point. Now they're getting 5. I'll take the 5. If I get more than 5, I'll take more than 5. There's no reason for Google to offload their cash balance and buy something else. They got plenty of cash flow to do their business. They're expanding their world. This is the new normal. I'm sorry. There used to be a normal back in the 70s, the 80s, and 90s that you didn't have cash on hand, that you carried debt. And the larger your debt load was, the more solid banks thought you were, and you had as much capital as possible working for your corporation. Then we had the unforeseen circumstances of higher interest rates, higher inflation, and corporations with huge debt loads just got crushed, right up to 15, 18%. Today's world, no, Apples of the world and Googles and Facebooks and Microsofts and all the others who are sitting on massive gobs of cash are going to sit there and go, you know what? Governments have to borrow. We don't. We're not going to the bond market to borrow a dime from anybody, and we're not going to issue a bunch of stock for cash when we're sitting on a load of cash. We'll take the interest on the money rather than pay a dividend, because some of these companies don't even pay a dividend, and they're pulling in their 4 or 5% interest. They're just going to amass even more cash. And if they find a deal they like because others are faltering, they'll move in for the kill. And when they move in for the kill, it's a cash buy. No dilution to shareholders. Smart move. This is the new normal. You can't blame these guys. You just can't. BW, Dan, won't the BTC, won't be ZT that does that. It'll be XRM, XLM, almost every major bank signing on with Ripple. BW globally. All right. Welcome, John Anderson. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for being here. We are 9 minutes away from opening this market today. Jen and I are back in Calgary. We're alive and well. We returned yesterday. It was another long travel day. These travel days are just a grind for us. We did some calculations yesterday, actually. I figured out that on our 60-odd day trip, 61, 62 days of traveling, we found that we have taken 7 flights and we had 8 days of train travel. And only one of all those days, of all those 15 days of traveling, there was only one day where we did both in one day. And that was when we took a train from Liverpool back to London, up to Stansted Airport, and took a flight from Stansted to Dortmund to catch up with my cousin. That was the only time we took a train and a plane on the same day. The rest of the days, in other words, 14 of the 60-odd days, were purely travel days, where we either took a plane or took a train. And one day we took both. So 15 days of travel in 60, every fourth day is how it turned out. We were on the move, and we saw a lot of stuff on this trip. Did a lot of traveling, and we were happy about it. We were happy that we did the trip, where we traveled, how we traveled. Thanks again, by the way, to some of you and all of you, of course, in Secaucus who could join out. We got a not a lurker gave us this card and a little gift. Thank you so much. Appreciate that very much. It was awful kind of you. And this thing right here, received this from our friend in Tel Aviv. If you can't tell, we have Hebrew here. What did my friend in Tel Aviv hand me? Well, let's open this up right here. Let me just put that over there. Got the shiny chrome colored, looked like a bottle of wine. But at first I thought it was a bottle of wine, but then I thought a little narrow, a little thin for that. Is it a bag of wine? Just what was in here. And so I had to figure out how to open it. Finally found there's this strip of tape here. You just kind of lift this up over here, and then you reach in here and you pull this thing out. Oh my God, what was it? Here we go. Oh geez, what do we got here? Here we go, right here. The Plastic Ono Band live piece in Toronto, 1969. Oh my goodness gracious. Produced by John Lennon and Yoko, Bag Productions. Well, thank you so very much, Beach Boy. We've got ourselves a record here. I just need to get the old record player unpacked and fire it up. I'm gonna ask you guys, should I play this a Plastic Ono Band LP or not on the air? Here it is, right here. There's the cover, the midsection of the album. Thank you, Beach Boy, for this little gem. Recorded in England, manufactured by Apple Records. Eric Clapton performs, courtesy of Atlantic Records. So Eric was on here. Blue Suede Shoes, Money, Dizzy Ms. Lizzie, Your Blues, Cold Turkey, Give Peace a Chance. On side 1 and side 2, Don't Worry. Kei Yoko's Mommy Only Looking for Her Hand in the Snow. John, Let's Hope for Peace. 17 minutes on the 17-minute cut on the second side. On the front side, 4 minutes, 3:20, 3:25, 3:50, 3:43, and 3:30 songs on the first side. There you go, Beach Boy. Thank you. I think for this tremendous gift. We've carried it with us on the road now, from Tel Aviv to Zurich to Zermatt to Munich to New Jersey, now to Calgary, and it is now here in the house, safe and sound here in Calgary. Thank you so very, very much, as I'm desperately trying to put the cover back on it. Trying to get it back in its sleeve. Easier said than done when you're, here we go, years old and decrepit as I am. Here we go. There it is. Isn't this awesome? Wow, this is so cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for this gift. No photos of John and Yoko. They didn't spend a lot of money on the cover art on this one. I'll tell you that right now. But there it is. Pretty cool bean stuff. Hopefully not too shiny over there. Fantastic. And again, thank you everybody for being out in Secaucus with us. Jen and I had a great time with you guys, and we love it. There it is. There it is. See, got all kinds of comments coming in here. Let's see. Yoko, no, says BW Waverly. Oh no, gang, for the old school subs. Larry Titus, Yoko, Bobby Atkinson, play it. Nick H, nice one, Beach Boy. JR, play the record, play it. Maria Powell, 85 thumbs up, laugh on time, just in time for Yoko. Colton, I just seen Clapton in St. Louis a few weeks ago. BW Beach Boy, that is awesome, bro. Well done. Stay safe. Blessings, my friend. Alex Beach Boy, what have you done? What have you done, Beach Boy? Asks Alex. What can I say? Thank you, Beach Boy, and thank you all of you for your cards and letters and financial support. We love you. Too much fun. We're opening up here in about 2 minutes. Larry is about to nail the bells for us, and we appreciate it. Cheers to all of you around the world. Oh my goodness, still dark outside. 7:28 in the morning here in Calgary. Pitch dark out there. Sunrise 8:16 local time. We don't get sunshine for another 45 minutes, so we're in the dock here. And right now it is 5 degrees Fahrenheit outside here in Calgary. Right now, 5 degrees Fahrenheit, a high of 20 today. The snow ain't going anywhere. Tomorrow, 22 for the high, 27 on Friday with sunshine. Should be a melt fest then. Saturday, 34. Sunday, 35. And next Tuesday, 42. That's the best I can tell is next Tuesday, 6 days from now, 42 for the high. Pathetic. This weather has gotten yucky quick. Thankfully, though, south of us, serious snow going on, and we're not part of it. So we're being spared more of this stuff, I guess. What can I say? Anyway, we'll have to play some Yoko and get all warmed up, I suppose. I don't know. Fool of a Took. I am here, Bruce, number 88 on the thumbs up meter. BW, way to go, Beach Boy. I just realized now Bruce is going to go it's known as Storage Locker to get the record by Friday. Our Farmalus calling the UN for an injunction against Yoko. We can't have that nonsense. Fool of a Took. Good to see everybody had a good time in Jersey. Hoping to join the next time, but I'm still in my early stages of option income. Larry Titus has rung the bells. Thanks, Lair. I declare the market's open. Thank you, my friend. SoFi to the moon? Question mark. I sure hope so, Alberto. Thank you, Alberto. Thanks, Larry. There's Alberto and I in Jersey. We got together finally. Fantastic. We're up. We're open. And we're going to see if this market has anything good to show for itself. And go from there. I want my viewers to make nothing but money. 67-point gain so far. Looks like on the Dow, we're down 21 on S&P. We're down 100 on NASDAQ. That's what it looked like in the pre-market as we were closing in on the opening. Oil is up 11 cents. It's going nowhere. It's going absolutely nowhere. How much oil do you want? Thank you, Lair. JR, Larry, Bobby Atkinson, having one Yoko album isn't normal. Having two Yoko albums, get your name on a government list right now. Alberta William Hurt is in the house, a.k.a. JRP. Rock and roll, man. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're now looking up 85, up. We're about 85 on the Dow now. And early quotes starting to come in. We'll see how we're going to start this ball rolling. SPY down $2. Triple Qs are down 3. GameStop is off 6 cents to $13.98. We got SoFi down 16 at $7.22. Apple down 176 at $171.68. Netflix is up $277, $416. Adobe down $7. AI down 34 cents. Nvidia is off $250. Tesla down $140. We've got, what is that? Unity down 34. Google down 11. It's been down $8-10 all morning. Moderna down 133. Cisco just down 4 cents. Pfizer's actually ahead 15. IBM up 41. HPQ down 3 cents. Microsoft up $12. Another good one here of 342. We've got Amazon down 340. Home Depot down 90. Vanik Semiconductors down 180. Goldman Sachs down $1. Boeing up 380. Came up with good numbers today, or better numbers anyway. Meta down 450. Target up 30. JP Morgan down 28. Costco down 245. Walmart down 27. Disney down 8 cents. American Airlines down 3. DraftKings down 27. AMC at 946, trying to ride that wave of movies from Miss Swift. Still trying to ride that wave. We're up 120 on Royal Caribbean at 82.48. High for the year on Royal Caribbean, 113. Did anyone buy that stuff? Not on this channel, I don't think. Unbelievable. All right. Spire up 29 to 372. Enphase down 124 at 93.60. We got GameStop down 8, SoFi down 14. As this market is just opening up, and we're going to see what this thing is all about. All right, JR. Okay, group pick is up on Discord. Uncle Bruce, have you seen the picture? I have a group picture that I got on my phone. You can always email it to me, JR, if you like. And JR, yes, here I am. I am here. Larry Titus, Bobby, there's actually a third on. Uncle Bruce signed one I brought with me to New Jersey. There's actually a third one. Yeah, JR has a copy of one that I autographed for him. And he was holding it up while we were doing a photograph together. Just nuts. Just insane. So much fun. So much fun. We're cornering the Yoko Ono record collection. Seems that's what's going on. Thank you all for joining in today. Great to have you all here. Hope you're having a good time out there and getting ready for winter, because it has happened here. It's arrived. Winter is here in Calgary. Snow everywhere. Thank you for the 92 thumbs ups already today. Appreciate that. If you can hit the thumbs up button for us, we'll push that through 100 in no time. Thank you all so very much for your support of this channel, whether it's thumbs ups, becoming members, doing PayPal donations, picking up the classes, super chats, you name it. Thank you all for everything. Nice to have you here. Alrighty, let's keep it going. Up 100 on the Dow. This Dow just keeps going. Microsoft is definitely helping the Dow today. No doubt about it. We're down 24 on S&P, down 150 on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ is the worst, down 1.1%. That's got to be Google, certainly Google related there. S&P is up down a 2/3 of a point, but the Dow's up 1/4 of a point right now. Watching everything else at the same time here. We've got GameStop down at 1393, down 11. We have SoFi down 20. That's the early morning start to the day. We'll see if this has got anything to it. We may end up with a dead cat drop off and then turn it around. Down 220 on Apple. Netflix is just off 23 cents. It started positively today. Adobe down $10 now. AI down 51 cents. Nvidia down 470. Tesla down $1.45. Doesn't seem to want to go any lower. Matterport down 3 cents. Rocket Lab down 3. SmartRent down 7. Owens Corning down $8. ATIP down 31 cents. Unity off 81. Google down 11.90 at 128 a share. Moderna down 129 at 78.47. Cisco down 9 cents. Pfizer up 2. IBM up 42 cents. HPQ down 6. Microsoft holding a $12 gain, $12.60. 23andMe down a penny. Amazon down $3.90. Home Depot down $1. Vanik down $2.20. Goldman down $1.10, $1.13. Boeing up $3.30. Facebook down $10. That's not helping. Helping NASDAQ either. I'll get it up. Target up 11. JP Morgan down 35. Costco down 180. Walmart down 21. Disney down 18. There's the early starts. Mixed bag. Positive on that on the Dow. Negative everywhere else, and we'll just see where it filters out after the first 20, 30, 40 minutes. Is there a serious sell-off going on, or is this not all that serious? That is the question. Thank you, JR, for this photo. I think it's a photo I have. I'm just going to take a peek at it. Yep, it's a photo I definitely have. If you're part of Discord, you'll see that photo out there. And thank you all for popping in. Lots of smiles. And it was a ton of fun being together with you guys and listening to you talk to each other and comparing notes with each other. It was just fantastic. It's great having these get-togethers. Absolutely fabulous. And it is something I enjoy doing. Jen and I, we've been talking about it ever since, and all of our friends and relatives, they've been asking, how did it go? How did it go? How did it go? And it was just super. We really enjoyed it. Glad we were able to pull that off at the end of our trip here. Fantastic. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you. We're up 32 on the Dow, down 30 on S&P. We're down 160 NASDAQ. With more losers than winners so far today. Oil has gone into the red now, $83.72 for West Texas, down a couple of pennies now. We were up about 30 cents earlier this morning. So oil is again resuming a slight slippage here. We'll see how much there is to it. JR, I think that was Larry with the vinyl. Yeah, that is Larry with the vinyl. Maria, sounds like you guys had a blast, and it was a really good time. So nice to be able to sit around and just see everyone and just compare notes. And for me, it's an echo chamber for me because I'm in a room rather than with a camera on a computer. I'm in a room with actual viewers live, and I'm hearing back to me what I'm telling them and their take on what it is I've been thinking about, and getting their take on the markets and the world at large. And it is absolutely fabulous to do it, and really enjoyable for Jen and I to be in a room with the actual gang, that a bunch of them that are here all the time. It is so cool. And to have people flying in from California, from Washington and Tacoma, coming up from Philadelphia, driving in from all over the place. It was really great, and it was just a treat to have everyone come through. I did a meet and greet the day before on the Friday night, also at the Outback for the TWB gang. Much smaller, intimate get together there, and it was also just a wonderful, wonderful time. And can't get enough of the Outback. I'll tell you that. It was all good. Let's see here. Who else is here? Alberto, it was an amazing get together. Who would have thought making sincere friends off a YouTube channel? We are blessed on this channel. I'll tell you, everybody was which one's Alberto? Who's Alberto? Where's Alberto? It was great. Really a really good time. Those smiles are genuine. I'll tell you that right now. It was a lot of fun. So thank you all for being members of this channel. Thank you for these thumbs ups this morning. 96 now are in the house. 152 of you are here. So there are 56 slackers right now who have not, at least 56, who have not hit the thumbs up button. Please hit that thumbs up button for us. Give us a bit more momentum this morning. Let the world know we're here. Would appreciate it. We're back in town. We're here in Calgary, everybody. Thank you all for supporting Jen and I and reaching out to us, even while we were on our 2-month trip across Europe and into Tel Aviv. Thank you all so very much for sticking with us, even while we were on the road. There they are. 100 thumbs ups are in, baby. There they are. We're into triple digits now. Thank you all so much. I think it is only fitting that now that we're back home, we should honor the Knights of Knee because after all, they guarded us on our road trip. They took good care of us, and we've had just a great time. Fantastic. There we go. The Knights of Knee. Let's pop those up there. There we go. Knights of Knee emojis. Absolutely neat, 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 neat. There they go. Comments coming through here. BW, did you make sure to take those baby aspirin as suggested by my buddy before he headed over to the Carnegie and chow down on pastrami? JR, Flint Creek, thanks for the product. I definitely will be visiting your website for more. I love that hand lotion. Constantine, neat, 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 neat. Richard Garland, Maria Powell, neat, neat. Spicy Android, neat, 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 neat. JR, hitting the knee emojis. Here we go. Neat, neat, neat. Larry Titus. The Big E is here. TJ, neat, 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 neat. Karen here. And Bobby Atkinson, speaking of the Knights, they are re-releasing the Holy Grail movie to a theater near you. That'll be pretty cool. That is awesome sauce stuff. You gotta love it, everybody. You just gotta love it. Thank you, everybody, for thumbs ups. They've been coming through, and they're showing. I'm showing right now a frozen screen on my computer. It's probably a me problem, not a you problem, as I desperately try to keep the game going. Thanks all for being here. Deep Value, neat, 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 neat. Stephen Butler, charts. Thank you, everybody. Making money in this market.
That was easy.
It's easy making money in this market.
That was easy.
Learn how to write options. Learn how to do iron condors. Cash secured puts. Making dough, baby. Making dough. Welcome, everybody, to the markets and to the channel. We're down 1.5 now on the Dow. A little negative. Now we're up 1.5 on the Dow. Good luck. Down 34 on S&P. We're down 177 on NASDAQ. And Karen D says, can anyone please tell Tesla just go higher for our iron condor, please? Larry Buzzards, Luca in the house. Neat, 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 neat. Pat Merkley, neat, 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 neat. JR, first time I had grape pie. I was convinced it was mixed berry, but once Flint told us it was grape, it was easy to taste. Wouldn't have thought that grapes would make such a tasty pie. Thank you for that. Pat Merkley, neat, 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 neat. Stephen Butler, bagel time, baby. Oh, yeah. There you go. Thank you all. No bagels in the house at the moment. We have to go shopping, Jen and I. We're going to head over to Costco. After the shows are over, we're going to attempt to leave the condo or our apartment and work our way to our Costco and pick up some provisions. Let's see what we can do. Bagel, Flint Creek soap. We are indeed blessed. Larry Titus, jelly, baby. Giddy on up with the jelly. Right on, everyone. We are on the air, and we have got viewers coming through. Thank you all so very much for being here and sticking around with us. It is much appreciated. My internet is spotty right now. I'm not sure if there's any issues for you guys, but here on my computer, I've got spotty stuff going on right now. Flint Creek, cheers to all viewers of Stock Markets with Bruce. Thank you, Flint Creek. Jen is alive and well. We had a real good sleep last night in our own bed for the first time in a while. And we tried to watch our hockey game last night. The Calgary Flames were hosting the New York Rangers. We lasted one period. We shut her down after the first period, and we went to bed. Woke up this morning, noticed the Flames lost 3-1, and we were exhausted. You get that at airport. You get to an airport 3 hours early before your flight. We were at the Newark airport at 7. We got up at, I don't know what it was, 5:45, 6 o'clock, whatever the heck it was. We were up and early, packed up in a cab in Newark, waited 2 hours for our gate because we were nice and early. And then you got the 4-hour flight. You get to Calgary and get home a couple hours after that. And that's a full day. And I'll tell you, we were pooped. Just nice to be back. JR, just couldn't help myself. Had to send a boatload of emoji balloons. Right on. Thank you. Appreciate that. Not that I can see them. My channel is just not even reloading. I'm not even to see my own show right now. It's in think mode. I don't know. It's probably my too many apps running at the same time. Who knows? But it looks like my StreamYard is working, and hopefully the signal is coming through to you well enough that you can all catch it. We'll see what's going on. There's a lot of people wondering if there's going to be a year-end rally to this market. There's no reason for a year-end rally because there's been others. That's not an excuse for a market to have a year-end rally. But it does make sense that a lot of pension contributions come into the market in the latter quarter, and a lot of pension money comes into the market in the first quarter of each year. And so institutional players like mutual funds, pension funds, they get a lot of additional cash coming into their coffers, and then they have to invest it because they need to generate revenue to stay ahead of their payouts. Pension funds have pension money to pay out. Mutual funds pay out dividends and so on and so on. And you want to keep growth going. You got to keep money working. And if more money is coming into the market to be put to work, it stands to reason that there might be a movement in the indexes and certain stocks. The question is, what stocks do you put your money into? And that is the age-old question. And right now, the stocks that are winning are the big caps, and the stocks that are losing are small caps. But then you get these one-offs where you have these winners showing up out of the blue because they are growing nicely, adding to their bottom lines, expanding, and so on. And so is SoFi one of those stocks? That will be answered Monday morning. Is SoFi one of the stocks that smart money should be going into right now? $7.18 a share. I personally think so, but the market has other ideas, I suppose, and we'll have to see what's going on. Stream is stable from our point of view. Thank you, Larry. JR, I flew home on Alaska Airlines. Was surprised to hear about a crazy Alaska pilot trying to sabotage a flight. No wonder the flight attendants are so cheerful as I got off the plane. We stayed afloat. JR, dang, TSLA is all over the place. Tesla is everywhere. Where are we at right now? Tesla down 82 cents at the moment at 215 on the shares. High of the morning 218, low of 214. Up and down it's going. We'll see how it works out. Yes, no issues on our flight. The funny thing about our flight, we flew home on Air Canada yesterday, and got into the air about 45 minutes after we leveled off. We saw the flight attendants go down the aisleways with those carts. And the first cart came by with one flight attendant, and she's pushing the flight. She stops at every row, and she says to the people in the row, food for purchase, snacks for purchase. If you want anything, you want chips, sandwich, anything, you got to buy it. That's a first for me on Air Canada. I've never seen Air Canada do that in my experience. Again, I flew Air Canada with Jennifer to London when we left here on August the 22nd, and we upgraded to business class. So we didn't have that issue. But in the back on this domestic flight, food for purchase, I declined because wisely, Jennifer and I ate at the departure gate before we got on the plane because there was a takeout place just beside us, and we were stuffed, and we purposely ate so we were full because I figured whatever you're going to get is going to be crap. It's economy that we were in. Food for purchase. Only 1 in 10 people bought anything. They just said no, no, no. The second cart that came by, beverages, and that was coffee, tea. I had some Diet Coke. That was no charge, but I ended up getting a 5-ounce plastic cup with 3 ice cubes and about 4 ounces of cola in it. And I didn't see them again for 3 hours. Right at the end of the flight, maybe 2 hours. With an hour to go, I got another little 3 ounces of cola for the whole flight. That's what I got for the whole flight. I had upgraded my seat from a regular seat to an exit row, and Jen took the window seat right behind me. And Jen didn't have anyone beside her. I didn't have anyone in the row, in my exit row. I had the whole exit row to myself. So I got to stretch out. No food, and twice they served you a drink. That is surprising how much of a cutback is going on board. In this case, Air Canada, where they used to feed you a meal between Toronto and Calgary is a 3-hour, 15-minute flight. You used to get a full-blown meal with real dishes back in the day. Now you have got to buy yourself a sandwich on board an Air Canada flight. This is a legacy carrier. It has really gone downhill. It's really pathetic. And I don't know. It wasn't like the flight was a discount flight. It was a regularly priced flight. Really phenomenal. I paid $100 more for my seat. I think it cost me, no, it was $70 to get the exit row, and I don't even get a sandwich for that. That's pure profit for these guys. Unbelievable. But then again, the exit row, in my case, I was the only one. The exit row in front of me, nobody. The exit row across from me, one guy. The exit row in front of him, nobody. They're trying to sell 12 seats. They sold 2. And let that be a lesson. It's not working, Air Canada. It's not working. You're trying to nail us for that kind of money. There are very few of us that'll take that deal because the rest of the service is crap. It's garbage. And that's just my personal opinion. What can I say? No snacks, by the way. No pretzels. No nothing. When we flew on Lufthansa, we were on an A380 from Munich to JFK. They gave us drinks and snacks, like little bags of biscuits, and then a full meal. This is economy. I upgraded to an exit row seat. Very good. And they came by like 5 times with drinks, beer, wine, included in your economy fare, international flight included. Everybody was happy. I just Coke Zero the whole time. Jen had wine. She loved it. In Europe, it was a varying degree. Ryanair, I think they gave us nothing, but I brought a bottle of cola with me because I knew. Norwegian Air, snacks, and Austrian Air, we were at business class. We got treated royally. El Al Airlines, we got a bottle of water and a a bun, a long hoagie with cheese and sweet potato in it, melted. It was okay, but that's all we got. They offered us virtually nothing. 4-hour flight as well. That was quite interesting. Really interesting how that works. Anyway, Alaska still gives away snacks for free and drinks, and they come by twice to give it away. Seems that kind of service would attract customers. I'm with you, Karen. Everywhere you look, it's a race to the bottom. You got it, Karen. Bobby, our out flights, we've started to bring pizza in containers. No real food was ever offered to us on our flights. Very interesting. BW, Uncle Bruce, this run into ER on SoFi is different. Running into earnings on SoFi, they seem to be lowering it into earnings this time around versus the rise, and then hammer the drop. You think Wall Street and the market makers may know something like an October surprise? I don't know. It could be Flint Creek. I miss that kind of travel with meals and movies. Also, what the hey with SoFi? Well, SoFi 718 right now, down 20 cents. It's Tuesday, and they release their results on Monday. So it's Wednesday, excuse me, 5 days from now. Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. The Dow now is down 65. S&P down 37. Nasdaq down 179. So this environment on the macro stocks is not going to help SoFi either, I guess. JR, Uncle Bruce, wouldn't it be a good thing to just go ahead and exercise my GameStop 13s and hold the stock? The amount of outgo would be about the same as deep in the money calls. Exercise my GameStop 13. Again, I it's up to you, my friend. To each his own. If you own GameStop deep in the money calls, you own $10 deep in the monies, I'd be writing. I'd be writing 15s right now. Write for a couple of bucks, take the money and buy more deep in the money calls. That's what I'd be doing the long term every time, all the time. Build the number of calls so you can write more, bring in more income. But it's totally up to you guys how to do it. Auntie Jen.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's cold out.
It's awful. It's 5 Fahrenheit out there.
I know.
It was 60 when we left Jersey. It's 5. It sucks.
Yeah.
But
and
we're
the roads are so bad.
Oh, it's so bad out there. They're covered in ice.
It rained. It froze. It snowed over the rain.
And it's bad.
Yeah, cars.
The main roads were plowed and have sand or salt on them or chemicals, and they're generally okay, but the rest of the city is screwed up. It's ugly.
But even so, like our big guys, the big highways, they're bad.
Yeah, they're it's not fun. It's not fun. We're alive. We've got Splair going, hey ho, hi, how are you? Hi, there's Splair. Got a picture of Splair has a picture up on his avatar of he and I in the coffee shop in Dortmund.
Nice.
Larry Titus, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Larry.
Beach Boy, Auntie Jen. Hey, Jay.
I know all
Hey,
these
Jay.
names that I've met now.
Yeah, we met these people. JR, hey,
so
Auntie
awesome.
Jen. So
Hey,
nice to visit with you in New Jersey.
It was.
JR posted a group pic of everybody on Discord.
Oh, nice.
So they can all see it without you, of course.
Yes,
Jen remains anonymous. Everyone keeps Auntie Jen off the side, which is much appreciated. And we thank you. We had a great time. We really had a great time.
We really did.
We ate, we drank, we laughed, we cried. We didn't cry.
Well,
we
didn't
laughed.
cry. We laughed.
We cried laughing. How about that?
How was your coffee this morning?
Oh, it's very good.
Was it very good?
I got to make my own special latte this morning.
Your own machine.
Yeah, we stopped at the Super Walmart on the way home for a quick pickup of a few essential items.
Yeah,
so we got ourselves some cream for the coffee and some milk and some bread and some provisions.
And you don't have a cup of coffee. You have like a bucket.
Well, I have a huge coffee, a cup, and then I put a whack of cream in it and I nuke it to warm it up. And I make espresso. I make 3 shots of
3 espressos.
3 giant espresso shots goes into this massive cup to get me going, because it's 4:30 in the morning when I'm going here, and I gotta get a trading tip out and I got a show to make. So got it done. Alberto, Auntie Jen, how you doing?
How you
In the
doing?
Jersey, in the
In
Joey
Jersey.
voice.
How you doing?
Alberto has a new avatar. It's me and him
Oh, is
together.
it?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, the two of us together.
That crazy man. He
Yeah.
he might not have. He came the furthest when you took into account that he went back to Florida.
Well, he flew up from Florida and flew back to Florida the same day. Unbelievable. JR, I don't think we even got a thumb pick of Auntie Jen. Flint Creek, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, so lady. Guess what I used this morning in the shower?
Look what she used in the shower. BW Beach Boy, what is that album made of? Seems to make a mess of the weather wherever that thing goes. Downpours in
Oh.
New York City, and now winter storms in Calgary. Yoko sure is a home wrecker. Our album from JR, from Beach Boy.
From the Plastic Ono band.
Yeah, we opened that up this morning for everybody to see. Oh,
so
my,
great.
my.
So
People
great.
were writing, Beach Boy, what have you done? What have you
That's
done?
right.
What did you do,
See?
Beach Boy?
You just wait. We're going to get that
How
record
could
player
you?
over there. And...
JR immediately, play it. On the one side of the album are songs that are like 3.5 minutes long.
Okay.
On the other side is one 17-minute
Oh,
take. Should we play that one
no,
first?
No, that's why I don't go to live concerts. No.
No! JR, hey, all you air travelers, is it faster to order Starbucks online rather than stand in line? I waffled back and forth about whether to do it. I don't know. BW, hey, Annie Jen, good morning. Do you have any chicken nuggets for Uncle Bruce this morning? Beach Boy. So if Auntie Jen gets indicted for mistreating a grape lemon pie, what do they get for a mugshot?
Oh,
so what was better, the lemon
grape
pie or the grape pie that Flint Creek bought with her?
The lemon pie was really good, but my mom used to make lemon pie, so I love lemon pie. I knew exactly what it was going to be going in. The grape pie I had never even heard of, so it was a new taste sensation, but it was kind of like grape jelly in a pie. How can you go wrong? What's wrong with that?
How about that? BW AI goes zip, says BW. AI right now is sitting at 26.50, down 86 cents. So it's going zip. Charlie, and the album started wars in Israel.
See?
That album is a plague.
Oh.
I figured I'd get it out of Israel to settle things down.
That's what it was. It had to leave the country before the bombing started.
Soon as the Hamas guys found out that Yoko was leaving Israel, all hell broke loose. So that must be it. I don't know. Alberto is laughing and smiling.
It's such a nice album cover, though, isn't it? It looks so peaceful.
Yeah, I mean,
and then you play it, and
we haven't played it yet. We haven't played it.
That's true. I'm anticipating that.
There you go.
This will be the same as her other songs. So
well, it's John and Yoko, and Eric Clapton makes an appearance.
I know
he's in there. Did Eric's hearing ever recover from this session? I don't know.
They probably had earplugs at that time, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So how was it? We were awake pretty early today.
Yeah, I started rustling.
Coming out of Jersey at 4:30, we're awake.
I started rustling around. I looked at my phone, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Which is 6 o'clock Jersey time, which is 11 in the morning Munich time.
So we were already up by then.
So for me, waking up at 4 was natural, because the reality is I've been doing this show at the same actual time for all of you in the world.
Yes.
It's just our time has changed all over the place. And so
we managed to watch the best period of the hockey game last night.
The first period where the Flames scored. And then we went to bed and
woke up and we didn't win.
There you go. See? There you go.
The Rangers did. So all those people that we left on the East Coast were happy.
Yeah. BW is saying, Brian is saying US dollar and US 10-year are trying to spike at the top of the hour. Can you say that risk is still on and in major ways these days? Alberto, another 800 shares of this cheap SoFi stuff. Let's go get this Donero.
That's right.
Maria, Apple just announced raised rates on Apple TV, I think 30% for your information. They just jumped their numbers up. Wow.
But we were talking about this. We've talked about this before. mostly with Netflix, that they have number crunchers who say the number of subscriptions we lose is less
Then
than
what?
the money we
We
will
make more
incur.
money.
So
The Apple stock has gone from 170.80 to 171.73, almost a
there you
dollar
go.
in like 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
Apple is moving up at the moment, still down $1.70.
Canada's
climbing.
coming out with our new interest rate this morning. I haven't heard.
Oh yeah,
I
Bank of
haven't been
Canada
listening to
comes
the
out.
radio.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a change. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Flynn Creek says, I'm not insulted if people didn't like the grape pie. Lemon is my fave.
No, that grape pie.
It was
In fact,
good.
JR took one for the team and did a taste test. So he had pie and then he had crumble to taste test. Yeah.
That JR goes
Took one for
above
the
and
team.
beyond the
Above and
Call of
beyond,
Duty.
yeah.
Alberto Maria, are you riding on Apple? Fool of a Took. My Bruins are 6-0. Hopefully we don't blow it again this year. Last year was
Oh.
heartbreaking.
Right.
Farmalus, are you comparing the Yoko album with the Ark of the Covenant? When the Philistines captured it, they had plagues. So by removing Yoko, you started a war. Is Yoko like the gold monkey statue?
It's the gold.
Maria, Alberto, not at the moment. I'm not writing Apple at the moment. Alberto, Maria, I have them on my watch list. There you go. Today's trade tip of the day was on Apple. I did a Condor recommendation for you Gold Bagel members. Apple was the one, and it is doing just the recommendation I made today. Is doing just fine, even with no matter what it's doing right now.
Excellent. Well,
Yo,
I'm going to go have some coffee.
You are
I haven't had my
Little
injection of coffee.
a little bit of decaf.
Little Timmy Hortons.
Little Timmy Hortons decaf coffee, she says.
Welcome
Welcome back to Canada, babies.
And
Yeah.
a little housekeeping here when you leave the room. Make sure you close.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
window
of
so our
course.
pipes don't freeze.
Oh, of course. Of course. Of course.
Of course. Bye, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Auntie Jan. There you go. We're
What day is it?
back, baby.
What day is it?
What day is it?
Tuesday?
It's Wednesday.
Have a nice Wednesday.
Have a nice Wednesday, everybody. She said she doesn't even know what day it is. Yeah. How can you tell she's been on the road? Yeah. And it's dark. It's just starting to get light out now. It's 8:07. It's not black dark anymore. I can now see the buildings around us as daylight is slowly coming back here. And there's snow everywhere. Yuck, 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 yuck. It is what it is. What can I say? We have 115 thumbs ups, guys, girls. Thank you so very, very, very much for the 115 thumbs ups. 131 of you are hanging around. Appreciate you sticking around and watching the show and hanging out with Jen and I. I can only say neat, neat, neat with the knee emoji attack. Might as well put them out there. Let the knee emojis fly, everybody. Thank you all so much for being part of this crazy gang of regulars. Nice to have you all here. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Neat emojis. Neat, 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 neat. From Calgary. Gotta honor the Knights of Knee because we know who watches over us. Thank you all. That was easy. Nothing to it. There you go. Larry hitting the Knights, hitting the knee emojis as well. Thank you. Maria saying to Alberta, I got them on my watch list too for Apple. I have to figure out a roll a few ENPH cash secured pets in the next month, cash secured puts the next month or so. Larry Titus, neat, neat, Splair, neat, neat. Thank you, Splair. Welcome, my friend Maria Powell. Neat, 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 neat. Robert Benson, I'm number 118 on the thumbs up meter. JR, neat, 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 neat. Splair, neat, 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 neat. From Dortmund. Right on, Splair. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for being here. 710 on SoFi at the moment. Looks like that's about the low of the day. Yep, 707 is the low of the day on the SoFi. 3 million volume, no volume. Really quiet right now. Waiting for that thing to take off. Robert Benson, number 118. Thank you. JR, neat, 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 neat. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. The Dow down 122 at the moment. We've got the S&P off 41 and NASDAQ off 176. So NASDAQ down 1.3, S&P down almost 1%, the Dow down 0.4% at the moment. All right, guys, that is where we're at. What can I say? It's the first hour. We'll see if this lasts, see if it has any gas or if it doesn't run out of gas and turn the other direction. Thank you for coming through for us on the thumbs ups, guys. 115 and counting. Fabulous. I love it. We love it. We love it. Alberto Maria making the dinero. Make the dinero. Yeah, baby. Thank you all. There's JR's avatar. You got to love that. Fantastic. Right on, JR. I love that avatar. And you guys are able to put one together with us. That's just that's the best. Thank you guys so much. JR's got one going. Splair's got one going. Alberto's got one going. You got to love it. W. Walters, is SoFi under attack? What's going on here? Neat. I don't know, my friend. It's just a bargain as far as I'm concerned. I just, I love it. When it goes to $20, that was easy. That's what you're going to say. But you got to wait between now and then. You got to survive these attacks and these alerts, but we'll be fine. We'll be just fine. Right now, you can write cash secured puts as far as I'm concerned. Go out a ways in time, write cash secured puts, take in a premium, dare them to give it to you. Take the money. But it's up to you if and when and how you want to do it. Interesting stuff. Apple's still down at 171.74, down $1.70. Did reach 172 there for a moment. We'll see if Apple can do any more than this. They just announced an increase in their Apple TV pricing. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, there you go. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here, and it's great to be back. It's kind of great to be back in Calgary, but not really, because if you ask me where would I rather be, I'll tell you, I'd rather be in Vienna in the summer. We were so lucky this time around. Jen and I were in Vienna the first week of October, and it was glorious. Absolutely glorious. 75, 80 degrees. Man, what a beautiful city. Boy, I enjoyed that. I got a video that I'm producing. I'll be producing for TWB on Vienna. And Zermatt was gorgeous. We were in the 60s in Zermatt, fall weather, sunny and gorgeous. Oh man, did we luck out. Of course, it's quickly changing now to the winter side of things in Switzerland, obviously, because it's a ski mecca. But boy, what a beautiful time we had there. But London was beautiful. The weather in London and Copenhagen and Stockholm weather was fantastic. Late September in Stockholm. Berlin weather was nice. We timed it just right this time around. It really worked out. Splair, lovely to see all these new avatars that are coming out. You guys look so good and happy. I love it with that. I love the avatars where folks include a photo of me and them when we get together. Fantastic, everybody. Really enjoy it. All right, guys, there it is. 1 hour and 42 minutes on the board, and I'm running out of voice. Time to get ready to shut this show down. Make some money out there, everybody. Keep your eye on these markets. Get your hands on these trades. Check out the trade alerts that I put together, the trading tips I put together for you. Thank you again for the 115 and counting thumbs ups, everybody. So appreciated. And thank you for joining us in Secaucus. Thank you for being with us while we're on the road. And keep your eyes open. I'll be on tomorrow morning. Next week, Wednesday, will be the first hangout show for Gold Bagel members. Next Wednesday. I won't be doing one tonight. We're just exhausted. We got to recover from this trip. But we will see you tomorrow morning, first thing. If you're a Gold Bagel member, look for your trading tip of the day and your trade alert. 8:30 for all of you out there. We'll be on again following these markets with the first hour pre-market and then 1 hour trading. Let's see what the market does for you. Keep me posted how you're doing. Keep up the good work, everybody, on your options. Keep taking the Donero. Don't forget to take your classes. And we'll catch up with you first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you all so much for being part of this channel. JR, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you all. Thank you, Splair, W. Walters, Alberto, as always. Robert, thank you, buddy. Thank you to Maria today. Thank you to Larry Titus, of course. Maria Powell, thank you. Alberto, there he is. Thank you, Farmalus. Fool of a Took, Flint Creek, thank you. BW Brian, thanks, pal. Charlie, thank you. Beach Boy, of course. Thank you, Flint Creek. Thank you to who else was here today? All kinds of folks were popping in today. Karen was here. Mondu number 5, of course. Thank you to BW and BZ. Thank you, all of you. Stephen Butler, Pat Markley. It's great to see you all. Just seeing you slip through here and popping in, saying hi. Thanks for the thumbs up to you guys. Have a great rest of your day today. Take it easy, says Larry. You, Uncle Bruce, have a great afternoon and evening. Splatter, wishing you all a relaxed day. Alberto, no, don't go. Hector, neat. BW, thanks, Uncle Bruce. My mission today to find a Jewish deli near me. Octavio, neat. Mandu, good morning. Auntie Jen. BW SoFi under 7. They're trying really hard. They're trying hard. It's not going to work. It's going to fail. So SoFi is going to 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's going to make these viewers rich. That's all there is to it. Mandu, have a good one, everybody. J-Boy, good morning, everybody. Flint Creek, good day, all. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll catch you first thing tomorrow morning. The Big E. Neat. Don't forget the Big E. Thank you, guys. Flint Creek. Love my bagel familia. Okay, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.